Hello and welcome to August reading. We will be checking in overall energy for the month of August in areas of career, finance, overall theme, existing relationships, and new relationships. If you've been here before, then thank you so much once again for dropping by. And if you're new, then hello. I am Jarvi from En Route Angels. I am an angel card reader and a dream interpreter. I provide private readings as well, and details of which I will be linking in the description box below. You can also find me on Instagram, and I also have a website. All personal readings can be booked via the website, or you can also reach out to me on Instagram. You can also email me, and my email is in the About section of YouTube. Without any further delay, let's get started on the reading for the month of August. So the overall theme for the month of August is it's about to get better. Overall energy is going to be emotional fulfillment. It's going to be about new emotional fulfillment coming in. We have a hand that is coming out of nowhere from the clouds, and it's holding a cup. Cup energy is about the energy of feeling. What do we feel when we look at this picture? What do we feel when we enter into August? It is also going to be about a month where we need to change our thought patterns because our life is going to change. August is a month that is a bridge between summer and beginning of fall and winter. What was for the last 7 months and what can be for the last 4 months. And that is what August is going to be really about. It is also going to be about what thought patterns are we going to challenge or are we going to change. It is also going to be about having new beginnings in terms of everything that fulfills us, everything that we would like to bring into our lives. There's going to be more universal support. There's going to be more energies that will be in favor. Even though there's a Mercury retrograde that starts tomorrow, which is the 5th of August, and it is going to be there for till the 28th of August, we will still feel like we are in tandem. Of course, there's going to be a lot of putting in hard work when it comes to everything that we want to achieve, because we are in Saturn retrograde till November. So everything that we want, we will have to work hard towards, and depending on where your Saturn is placed in your chart, that is the area that gets highlighted even more. But the overall energy of August is going to be better than it was with June or July. It is a more emotional energy. It is also going to be about how you can bloom with being soft. The energy is fire because we are in the Leo month, but we are still supposed to be tuning into the softest parts of what we have and what is it that we can bring to the table. When we tune into that part, what is it that we want to really achieve? And we are also going to look at how much of our life is fulfilling to us. Number one is, of course, the sun. You can also take it as a beginning, but it is also about really feeling good about where our life is. No matter how it looks like, you might be in different phases of life. You might be someone who is trying to do something new, or you might be someone who has already begun something but feels like there's new energy set in. Whatever that is, tune into your own guidance system as well, and please know that this month is going to be about us really challenging any kind of pattern when it is coming when it comes to thinking, any kind of pattern that we need to break, then this month is going to be about that. It is also going to be about having boundaries and being assertive. Overall, the theme of the month is going to be family. It is going to be how can we have more fulfillment emotionally with the people we love, and what emotional fulfillment can we bring towards them. What are the areas that we can be of service to the people we love, our family, the close ones, our loved ones. Leo energy is very homely. They love family time. They are the kind of people who live for family. They're also the kind of people who need to pioneer. So we have number one. Are you going to be an emotional leader? Are you going to be the driver of your own life? Those are also the questions that we must be pondering on as the theme for the entire month. Overall, it is a very good month. Even though with a Mercury retrograde and a Saturn retrograde, this month is going to be very, very good for majority of us. Now let's get started with the career. We're checking career for the month of August. Overall, the career is going to be your job or your business is going to be about how you communicate. And while you should be assertive in your communications, take caution in your tone. Make sure that when you communicate with others, you're also being kind to them. We definitely need leaders, and this card is a representation of tapping into the energy where we are able to speak our truth, but we should be speaking that truth lovingly. We should be speaking in a way that the truth is heard, and also at the same time we are in our grace. The King of Swords is a card that was in the career position in the month of July as well. The meaning of it or the representation of the energy was different. It was about being someone who is not quick-witted. I will link that video in over here if you want to check it out. It's a timeless reading. However, for this month, the card of course screams to be a leader, because it is very important at this point in time right now that you stand up and take charge of tasks at work. But we are reminded that communication has to be graceful. We have to remember that while we might be passionate and we might not have ill intentions when we say something, it is about having sensitivity towards others and really having the kind of communication that is only going to encourage the other person. The aim is never to only speak the truth, even if it is by being rude. That should not be the aim. The aim should be to be able to get the point, prove that the other person's kind of understood what you're trying to say. That should be the aim. So don't really think about being too direct or this is who I am. Rather think about how you can lovingly speak your truth and how you can drive home a point without being rude or without being extremely blunt. Communication is going to be one of the biggest driving forces of you doing well in the month of August. So ensure that your communication over emails, over text messages, with your bosses, with your peers, with your juniors, is really balanced. It is very important that you set a mark or a benchmark for yourself as to what kind of a leader do you want the other people to perceive you as, and that is what will also come into being. So ensure you have a lot of energy right now. Step up, but be very, very dignified. And that is one of the biggest signs or one of the biggest messages that I'm getting from the universe, to learn this balance of how we can lead and yet be extremely um, mindful of the people that we are dealing with. By lovingly speaking our truth, of course, but also being in utmost grace. You want to be an example to your team. You want to be an example at work, even if you're someone who's not leading anything. And you want to be someone who wants to cultivate the kind of leadership quality in you by tapping into the energies of the King of Swords, where you are a fine balance of being assertive and also being very, very kind. I hope this is going to be a task for a lot of people, but if you really do this, then you will see that August is going to be a month where you will break patterns. You will achieve tasks that you thought were not really up your alley. You will be able to finish them. So pay attention to how you communicate, and if it needs any kind of a changing, then don't shy away from doing that. We are checking in finances in the month of August. The finances in the month of August could be reckless spending. It could also be so pay attention to how you spend your money. There could also be like quick money coming in, from somewhere, small amounts. But it could also be that you are urged to like really spend on things maybe that you don't need. You could also be somebody who is tempted to make investments that feel like, yes, this is something that I really, really want. But don't be hasty. Don't be hasty when it comes to finances in the month of August. Take risks for sure, because August screams us stepping into that energy of the King of Swords. Here, the King of Swords is someone who is definitely not afraid, but he's also someone who is taking challenge head on. However, the energy of the card for the month of August is not really about that. It is about we taking calculated risks. So take calculated risks in the month of August. Be mindful of habits or any kind of impulsive investment. Be mindful of any kind of lending of money without proper paperwork. That is something that is coming up for a group of people, to not get into any kind of deals without knowing the bigger picture, without having all the information, and also really keeping your eyes and ears open when it comes to finances. I don't really see a lot of gains that are long term. I do see short term gains, and gains that propel you from one point to another, which is a good thing. So, overall, finances energy is that of taking a pause, because you will be tempted. The energies are such that you will be tempted to, spend money on things that you really don't require, or in the moment feel like, oh my god, I really need it. So those tendencies are something that you need to take rain check on. You might also be faced with instances where you will have unforeseen expenses. So be prepared to really have a month where you are always on your toes when it comes to finances. There's no fear, and there's no fear mongering as well. The finances are not bad, the finances are going to be good. What we need to work on is how we are being mindful about our spending habits, our investment habits, and also the way we want to make more money. It is about making clean money, and that just means that the resources that we choose or the paths that we choose have to be clean. And that is what is abundance, right? This month is also about building your abundance, and abundance or wealth is something that you possess, not something that you spend. So focus on creating wealth this month and not on spending. um, Take risks, but let them be calculated. Overall finance is going to be up and down, but there's no big losses if you are mindful of your spending and investing patterns. We look at existing relationships, paritative or otherwise, for the month of August. Existing relationships are going to be about you really getting your answers or maneuvering these only and only by tuning into your own wisdom. Um, and taking a traditional approach in a way that, tried and tested methods for this month is going to help better. Leos are also about, the Leo season and just generally Leos, as there's no generalization, but it's they're about people who are about family, um, providers, and they feel like being those kind of people to the people they love. So you might also feel like you have to step up and provide for the people you love, but ensure that you don't really take that as a resentment, or you don't really take that as a task that you have to do. Rather, change your thought pattern and do it in a way that is going to bring more satisfaction to the people you love. You'll also feel like in your existing relationships there's going to be an energy that you will have to tap in, where you are doing a service, as in you are the one who is taking on more responsibility. I see it as a month where there's a lot of tuning into your own wisdom. Sometimes universe gives us also all the answers, but this month is going to be about really universe trying to tell you that you have each and every tactic that you require to maneuver the relationship that you are in, maneuver the marriage that you are in, whether that means leaving a marriage or whether that means making a marriage better. You have all the knowledge that is required, and that knowledge is something that you should be tuning into and using to get better at the situation that you are in. This also is maybe a month where you might end up giving some kind of a very wise advice to somebody else about their relationship or about their marriage. So that is also one of the possibilities that this month brings in. This month is also about exuding the energies of stability, not being somebody who feels like who's unstable. You will feel stable energies. You will feel like you can, or your relationship can be stable, and you might also want to have that energy set into your relationships. If you felt like you were struggling with consistency, you will see that there's no consistency. You will also feel like a lot of incidents from past might come up, but use your wisdom, use your guidance system, tune into your own inner voice, and you will know that path. You will know how to deal with it. Again, there is no red flag as such if you can follow your gut, and you will have a lot of messages. They might be tiny voices, they might not be loud. So pay attention and have some kind of a practice that you are able to listen to your gut so that you can make better decisions. I don't really see any marriage falling apart, or I don't really see those energies. I'm sure the kind of people who will tune into this reading will resonate with that. However, I do see that we need to make extra effort to really be responsible, as whether it's as a nurturer or whether it's as a breadwinner, to really take on more leadership role in the relationship that we're already in. Overall, it is a good month, and there's also going to be celebration. We are looking at new relationships or new love for the month of August. The overall new energy that we are looking at is really tuning into that part, or that energy where we don't want to take on challenges. We want to be able to manifest the kind of energy or a new love that does not really keep us fighting for what we really need. Bring in a new love, or a new love that is not about competition, or it is not about continuing, or if your eyes are on someone, then the question that we need to ask is, are they complicated? And if the answer is yes, then take this month and take this card as a sign that you need to manifest better. Because for the new energies, especially in romantic relationships that we want to build and we want to bring in, have to be the energies of harmony. They have to be the energies where we are not constantly fighting. For one group of people, it is going to be about that. In August, you might have better energies, but there's also this one group of people that is still manifesting like challenges. Are you someone who has anxiety addiction? Anxiety addiction is something that always wants us to we're always confused between what we feel is love, or do we like the idea of love with somebody. And that is one of the very, very important questions we should be asking while wanting to have new love. There is a possibility definitely for us to be able to meet someone, but when we do meet someone, what we should be thinking about is how harmonious the union is, and not really have thrills or go on adventures that are only going to burn you out. The energy that we need to bring in is the energy of harmony, the energy that gives us peace rather than the energy that gives us thrill. And that is the kind of energy I feel for all the lovelies that are looking to manifest a partner. Now, the biggest question that I keep getting asked is, am I going to meet someone in the month of August? There never is a correct answer, because this is a generic reading, but there definitely will be circumstantial meetings for people who want to have some kind of a new relationship start. However, predictive tarot is not something that I practice. So the only energies that we should be aiming at is bringing in newness in everything that we consider as love. If you have somebody in mind, one of the questions that you really should be asking is this complicated? If you think that it is complicated at any level, then please know that there needs to be a new love that you should be manifesting. Overall, it is going to be an okay month, but it is also going to be a month of breaking through what we think is romance for us. It is definitely not thrill. I keep hearing thrill like so loud and clear that we really need to pay attention to that. So don't really rock the boat, and don't really feel like, if there's no adventure, there's no love. If there's no thrill, there's no love. Try and have a love that gives you peace at night, and you will be able to really move through life easily, rather than you feeling like finding love is challenging. No, it is not. That is also one of the thought patterns to be broken. To feel like finding love is challenging, to feel like it's complicated. So if you have these thoughts, then this card also is also a reminder that we break those patterns, because it is not and really bring ourselves from that space into our heart chakra. We have this man who is carrying a lot of swords, and that is of thinking function. So we need to get out of that thinking function and tap into the energy that is our heart chakra, and really get out of these patterns where we think that everything is complicated around us. Finding new love is complicated, or it has to be a fight. No, this is an opportunity for us to change that in the month of August, so that we can set in these energies rolling for the rest of the year. I hope this helps each and every one of you, and I hope that there's more love, there's more finances, there's a lot of abundance, and there's a path breaking career for everyone. Hope you find what you're looking for, and then some. Thank you for tuning in. Angel blessings and love.